So I've already entered there, guys, right at the tip. And one more second, there it is. So we have another win. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got a brand new strategy for you today. This is called the push-pull strategy. It's super simple and there's no indicators required. All you need is the regular candles, and we're also using a 5-second expiry. So if you like to get in and out of trades very quickly inside a pocket option, this is going to be the strategy for you. Now, special thanks to the YouTube channel, Unique Trading Strategies, for the idea. And I'm going to walk you through step by step and show you in great detail how to do this and how to apply it so you guys can get started right away. Okay, so the first thing, make sure that you have 1 minute set for your time frame. Over here, just make sure M1 is selected, and also make sure that you're using regular candlesticks. Okay, and so up here on the expiry, on how long the trades will last, you're going to want to set this to S5. You can just click on that. And of course, if you want your expiries to be lower or under a minute, you're going to have to trade with OTC pairs. I know most of you already know that, but what I've done is over here underneath currencies, I went ahead and I selected some of these pairs. I've added a little star next to these assets, and I'm only choosing assets that are paying out 90% or higher, preferably. Okay. All right. Well, so how does this strategy work? Well, what we're going to do is I've got a little screenshot over here. I'm going to explain this to you. So you're just looking for one candle. You're not concerned about any previous price action or anything like that. Your whole focus is going to be on the current 1 minute candle, and that's it. So for example, we've got a 1 minute candle here in this screenshot, and you're looking for a candle, or you're waiting for a candle to have a wick at the top or the bottom. Okay, just exactly how it looks right here. So, and then what you're going to do is you're waiting to see if that candle, if the same candle breaks its high or it breaks its low. Now, let me explain this. So the high of the candle would be the top of the wick up here, and the lowest part of the candle, or the lowest price during this 1 minute time, has been down here. Okay, well, if the body of this candle, or if the price breaks either the high or low during that 1 minute, then you are going to enter the trade. Now, let me share with you which direction. So are you going to buy or are you going to sell? Well, I'm going to show you that right now. So we'll just go ahead and undo this. So let's just say the price comes back and it comes up here and it crosses the previous high, which is up here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to place a sell. Okay. Now, if the price comes back down and it crosses the lowest point of that 1 minute candle, then you're going to enter a buy. So, and then therefore, yeah, so you're anticipating the price going up, right? Now, it seems kind of counterproductive, I guess, because, you know, the price is going in one direction, but why are we trading in the opposite direction? Well, this is where the name push-pull comes from. What happens typically is as soon as the price breaks a new high, it wants to pull back. So the body of the candle is pushing up, right? And as soon as it crosses its highest point, or is the last high, then it wants to pull back. Now, this doesn't happen every single time, but generally about 50% of the time this happens. So that's why we call it the push and then the pull. All right, before we begin, we're going to use the Trade Manager. Now, this is an advanced calculator that's only available to all of the VIP members inside of my private Telegram group. This will allow you to win even if you have losses, even if you have multiple losses inside of your trading session. So you get to see firsthand, behind the scenes, on exactly how this works. So I'm going to go over to Pocket Option. It looks like we've got $300 inside of our real account. So this is real money that we're trading with here. And so on the trade manager where it says initial capital, I'll make sure to have this set to $300. And I've got my total trades and win trades all set up, ready to go. This means that I must win 2 out of 11 trades to become profitable, even if I incur losses. Now the trade manager is going to give me the first trade amount for me. So there's no guesswork. I don't have to wonder, oh, how much should I enter for this trade or that trade? The trade manager takes care of everything. So the first trade amount is going to be 109. Let's go over here. And I'm just going to put 109. Great. And it looks like we're pretty much all set to go. So all we have to do now is look for an opportunity with these candles and go ahead and enter. So now, unlike a lot of the other strategies, you really don't have to keep flipping back and forth between multiple assets to find a good setup. Because most of the time, almost all the charts, you're going to have a candle with a wick on the top and a wick on the bottom, just like it looks right here. You're just going to have to find one, whatever feels best for you. So here's one right here. We've got a 1 minute candle. Now, if the body of this candle breaks the low or if it breaks the high, I'm going to go ahead and enter. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, that broke the high. So I went ahead and entered for 5 seconds and we've got about 1 more second to go. Okay, that was a loss, but that's okay. We've got the trade manager on our side. Because the reality is, guys, you're not going to win them all. In a lot of the trades that I do on my videos, I don't always show wins. And so, you're going to win about maybe 50% of the time anyway. But I'm going to mark this first trade as a loss, and then the trade manager gives me the next trade amount, which is going to be 204. So let's go back over to Pocket Option. And I'll place in 204. Great. Okay, now I'm ready for the next trade. Easy enough. This candle looks good. I don't really quite see a bottom wick yet. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pass, and let's go to a different chart. Okay, this looks pretty good. All right, I broke the previous high on that. Ooh, that looks like it's pushing up against us there. Yep, that's another loss, guys. So let's go over to the trade manager. And let's enter that trade as a loss. The next trade amount is 379. Great. And let's go ahead and look for a nice fresh chart if you want to, totally up to you. Here's a candle with, we've got a wick at the top and the bottom. If we break the bottom there, I'm going to go ahead and enter a buy. If we break the top, I will enter a sell. And we've only got about 4 more seconds. So it doesn't look like, yeah. So let's go ahead over to another one and find a different setup. We've got about, oh, there we go. So we broke that. And I've got about 1 more second to go, and that's a loss. So wow, we've had 3 losses in a row with this strategy. So let's go ahead and mark this, and the trade manager gives us the next trade amount, which is 692. All right, so let's see what this is going to do here. Let's find another one. And it looks like all the candles have about 6 seconds to go, so we'll get a nice fresh candle here in just a moment that we can use. Something that's preferably steady. This looks pretty good. Okay, I've got a little wick on the bottom and a little wick on the top. Now, if we break that top, I'm going to go in for a sell. Let's just keep waiting. Looks like it's creeping up there. It's got 33 seconds to go. And yep, it's coming down. It's holding pretty well. So it hasn't broken its previous high or its previous low just quite yet. I'm going to go ahead and wait this out. Okay, there it is. It broke. And let's just sit here and wait. So we've got 1 more second, and that's a win. So let's go back here and mark this as a win. Now you can see that the trade manager gives me a smaller amount. Look at that. And this is really hard to calculate all of this in your mind, trying to figure out, oh, what's the exact trade amount? Unless you're like a human calculator or something like that. The trade manager takes care of everything for you. So the next trade size is going to be 190. Let's go ahead over to Pocket Option. And now we get the trade with a smaller amount. And let's also check the payout amounts on the different assets that we've added up here inside of the interface. Just to make sure that we're getting at least 92%. We want to make sure we get, the highest return on our investment. when we're trading. So this looks pretty good. We've got a little wick here at the bottom, and then we have a larger wick at the top. We've got about 14 more seconds. Let's find something else here, that one. And it doesn't even matter even if it's like a little doji, that looks pretty good. If it passes that again, there we go. So I've already entered there, guys, right at the tip. And one more second, there it is. So we have another win. And so let's go ahead and check out our profits. So we've had 3 losses and we've had 2 wins, and we've earned, $1.20. Okay, it's not a whole lot, but we're still in profit. That's really all that matters. And that's one of the great things about the Trade Manager. We've only done 1 session, and we have members doing multiple sessions per day, like 20 to 30 trading sessions per day. Now, we've really only won a 0.4% on our account, and which gives us around, just a little over $1 profit. That might not seem like that much, but if I grab this calculator right here, and it didn't really take us that long to complete 1 trading session with the Trade Manager. If your goal is to make 5% per day, right? Hypothetical numbers, let's just say 5, could be 6, could be 7%. Whatever that number is, whatever that you want. Now think about this. The banks are going to give you like what? Like 0.01% per year. We're talking about per day. And that's a lot. What we really cover inside of the private VIP Telegram group is we really discuss the power of compounding. And I actually have a 30-day compound calculator that is unlike any other calculator. This is also included as well. And so you don't have to use the calculator, but I'm just going to use the calculator to show you if your goal is to make 5% per day with your trading, which is just phenomenal. I mean, sometimes most traders, it takes them a whole month to make 5%. But let's just say in one day you want to make 5% on your total capital. Well, you would take that number 5, you would enter that in, you would divide that by 0.4, and whatever that comes out to be, this is the number that you really want to focus on here, because this is the total amount of sessions that you're going to need to complete to reach that 5%. That's all you have to do. We've already completed 1 session with the Trade Manager. All you have to do is just complete maybe 11 or 12 more sessions, and I will have that 5%. Of course, now I'm not going to do all 12, 13 sessions on this video because it's going to take a little while, but I want to share with you the power of this. Now, we have some users that have done not only 5% per day, but they have done 10% and even as much as 500% in a single day. Now, results are not typical, but we've got so many members doing this, and I will leave a link down below in the description and also in the comments, and you can click on that, and that'll take you over to my public group, and there's a little link there that goes to all the testimonials so you can see the extraordinary results that our members are getting with this Trade Manager. So guys, that's how the strategy works. Try it out. And also just wanted to make the note, most of the strategies that I have on my YouTube channel, they're going to pay out around 50% of the time, or your win rate is really only going to be 50%. And so look at a strategy in terms of almost like a routine, something that you plan on doing and plan on following and perfecting over a long period of time. But you stick with the same strategy. That's the key here. We had a member that compounded his account 5% every day for a whole month. He started with $500 and he went over, he earned over $2,500 in a single month just using the Trade Manager. Now, one of his key takeaways and something that really surprised him is that he stuck with the same strategy, but he just got better and better at that one strategy, and he didn't change anything. And that's one of the biggest things we suggest inside of the group. Once you find a strategy that you're comfortable with, stick with it and improve on it and get better with it over time. Okay? I think you guys are going to see much, much better results this way. So try out the strategy. I wish you all the best of success with your trading, and we will see you on the next video. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.